Hey guys, thanks for joining me back on the mat. This practice is going to be a little bit more energetic. We're going to come up into some standing poses, all accessible, plenty of modifications, and you can adjust as need be. But just something a little bit more energetic, ideal for morning practice or that lot of afternoon pick me up sort of flow. So to begin, let's start in a wide-legged child's pose. Let's take the knees wide, big toes together, and just begin to melt the upper body forward. Forehead rests on the mat. If you need the space, feel free to prop a block under the forehead to help give that little bit extra space if you need. We begin to drop awareness into the body. Maybe a little rock from left to right on the forehead. Just making that connection to the body and breath. If we're moving, we find stillness. Gently come up onto the fingertips, lift the head a little, walk the hands over to the right side of the mat. Reaching long, particularly through that inside left hand, and left hip reaches away. So let's be a little active here. Opening through that sideline body. Finish the exhale. Lift the gaze, come up onto the fingertips. We walk over to the left side. Melt down. Right fingertips reach away from right hip. Right hip reaches away from right fingertips. Finish the exhale. Lift the gaze. We come back to center. Melt down once again. A round of breath here. And we peel ourselves up onto an all-four position. Just taking the time that you need to find that length through the spine, connection with the abdominals, upper body, tailbone. Notice the length in the spine. Connect to your breath. And we'll begin to roll through some spinal movement with some gentle cat-cows, connecting the movement to the breath. And when we're ready, we can start to take some circles. Abdominals are leading us here. Rolling around in one direction. Next time the belly's to the ground, we'll take it the other way. Just really listening to how the body needs to move. Letting the movement be fluid. We gently come back to center, connection to the belly, keeping the hips nice and high. We're going to walk the hands forward into our puppy. So a little bit more chest opener than our child's pose. If you need the child's pose, you can take that to send the hips back towards the heels as well. Otherwise, we meet here. You can move a little rock from the forehead on the ground if you need, if you like. Then lifting the gaze, we walk the hands over to the right side, melt down. Breathing into that side body again, finding that length. Lift the gaze, walk the hands through center, other direction. Really finding that length through the right side. We peel ourselves up, back to our puppy. Round of breath here. Slowly tucking the toes and peeling the upper body back, heels, hips, glutes back onto the heels. So we're opening through the bottoms of the feet. If that is a lot, you can be on the tops of the feet as well. Otherwise, we're meeting here. Tall spine connection to the belly. Hands are going to come to the shoulders and just begin to shoulder roll, drawing circles with the elbows. If it feels right for your spine to move as well, we can have that fluid motion here. And change direction. Breath flowing. And finishing up that. Just give the arms a little shake. And then we'll bring the right hand to the floor. Of course, if you need a block, feel free to have that in your practice. Right hand's down to the floor. Left hand is reaching really tall. Find that length first through the left side body. Maybe we bring left fingertips over to the right, really opening up a little deeper here. So move the neck a little bit up and down, waking up here. And finding some stillness through the neck. Top hand's going to pull us all the way up. Left hand to the mat. Find that length through the right side body first. Really tall through the fingertips here. Grounding down through that right side hip. It's not on the floor, but you can reach in the opposite direction of the fingers and begin to send the fingers over to the left side of the room. Be mindful to keep the chest open. If that movement through the neck feels nice, we can add in circles or just lateral movement, whatever works for you. And finding stillness through the neck. Top hand's going to lift us all the way up. Come forward, back into a tabletop, untuck the toes, and just give the tops of the feet a little tack up. Release that movement. Kicking the left leg off the mat, opening the right leg out nice and long. We come into this supported side angle position here. From here, we are going to lift the right fingertips up towards the sky and begin to find that length through the right side body, opening through the right side. Fingertips reaching away from the foot. Foot reaching away from the fingertips, the hips press forward. We find all that space here. Breathing nice and gently. You don't want to collapse into that bottom hand. We're active and aware of the body. Top hand's going to pull us all the way up. Nice strong core. Right hand just rests on that extended leg. Left fingertips reach tall, 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 and perhaps send them over to the right as well. If you want to move through your neck, you can. If you want to find some stillness here, that option is available. Think about the pelvis, want connection to the belly, and maybe feeling that really opening sensation through that left side body there. Top hand peels us up. We come back into that sideline position. Top hand to the top hip. Lift that leg. Keep it nice and long, extended. Really feel the legs fire up here. And then bending at the knee, foot goes behind. We'll begin to draw some circles with that top knee. Slow it down, really be aware of that movement. Change direction. Working into our balance. Opening through the hip. And we find stillness. Keep that knee nice and lifted. Option to just stay here and drawing that knee behind so that we get that sensation through the front of the thigh there. Option for top hand to reach back, find that top foot. So that'll assist a little bit here. While we're here, if we've got hand to foot, we push foot into hand, feel that openness through the front line of the body. The head, the neck is relaxed. You can look down, straight up. Breathing here. Noticing all that sensation through the body. Release foot with control. Extend the leg, trying to keep it high. Extend the leg, drop it down. We come back into our tabletop here. Just rock the hips a little, bit of spinal movement, coming back into the body here. Finding stillness. Right foot kicks off the mat. We extend left leg nice and long. Left hand nice and tall to the sky. Begin to engage through that top side body. And perhaps we bring those fingertips past the ear. Really nice and active here. Opening through the top side. That left side body. The right side is working nice and active. Okay, top hand draws us up. We're strong through the abdominals. Left hand on that extended leg, right fingertips reaching up. We find that length. We want to look for space through the body. We can begin to tip over there. Keep the chest nice and open. Really tune into how this feels through the body. Top hand lifts us up, becomes the bottom. Left hand to that left hip. Hips press forward. Lift that leg up. Nice and strong. Feel those muscles switch on. Bend at the knee. We do circles. Slow. Change direction. Really find that connection to the movement. Okay, we find stillness, knees high. We begin to open the foot back towards the bum. Maybe that's enough. Maybe we grab that foot. Open, if you've got the hand to the foot, foot presses into the hand. We open the front line of the body. There's a lot going on here. Find your breath. Find that stability. Gently release with control. Send that leg long, keep it as high as you can. Place it down to the mat. We come back to our tabletop. Shake out the hips. Okay. Hands are a little out in front of the shoulders. We're going to tuck the toes and begin to lift the hips towards the sky. Find some movement here in your downward dog. You can pedal out the legs, gently sway from side to side. Maybe, I like this one too, lifting one hip at a time towards the sky. From here, find some stillness, connection to the inner thighs, the arms, the shoulders. The hands are pressing evenly into the mat. Breathe here. Begin to step the feet forward towards the front of the mat, meeting in a forward fold position. Knees can stay bent. Dropping the chest down towards the tops of the thighs. Big bend through the knees, press down through the feet. We rise all the way up, reaching the arms to the sky, perhaps a little open of the chest, looking up between the fingers. Hands meet, we fold forward. Just relax down into your forward fold. Halfway lift, straighten the legs, straighten the spine, fingers to the floor or to the shins. Feel that space here. We melt all the way down. Lifting that right foot, take it back, drop down to the right knee. In our low lunge, begin to lift the hands towards the ceiling. Connect into the belly, the inner thighs. Find that strength through the body. Find that space. Hands come down. Hips reach back, looking for length through that front leg. It does not need to be straight. You can keep a bend here, but just looking for length. Check that we're active through the hips. If we're ducking a little out to the right side of the body, seeing if we can find that connection with the abdominals to bring the hips back in line. Maybe we need to bend into that leg. Breathing here. We rock ourselves forward. Again, we come up into that high lift through the upper body, connection to the belly. Bring the hands to the chest. Breathe here. Right fingertips forward, left fingertips behind. Finding that twist, that control through the belly. Embracing the wobbles. We come back to center. Hands to the floor. Extend through that front leg. Upper body can be nice and active and long through the spine, or we can really allow ourselves to melt down. Few rounds of breath here. Noticing how that feels through the body. Shift our weight forward back to that lunge. Tuck the back toes, lift up off the back knee. Begin to just shake or rock the body forward and back. Definitely more of a rocking. And it's only really small. Find stillness here. Connect into those muscles. And we'll begin to peel ourselves up into that high crescent lunge. Back knee can stay a little bent. Back heel is definitely lifted. Sink down into those legs. Feel that strength here. Breathing into the belly. Hands to the heart. Right hand forward, left hand behind. Maybe looking back at those fingertips if we've got that control, that balance. Drop the shoulders down away from the ears. We come back to center. Begin to drop that back heel to the mat and we open the hips out to the side. Keep that bend in that front knee or sink a little deeper here. We'll lift the hands up, find our warrior two. Looking over those front fingertips. Soften the shoulders. Find your breath. Flip the front hand. Reach that front hand all the way up to the sky. Reverse warrior. Legs stay the same. Opening through this side of the body. Windmilling the hands all the way, frame the front foot, back heel lifts, step forward. Pedal out the legs in the forward fold here. Finding stillness, soften the knees, let the upper body hang. Big bend through the knees, press down through the feet, we come all the way up. Rising tall, maybe a little lift and opening of the chest. Hands together, we fold forward. Meeting in that forward fold. Coming back to your breath. Finding that halfway lift position, fingertips to the floor, to the shins. Length through the spine. As we melt forward, back into our forward fold, the left foot's going to step back, left knee to the mat. Find that connection to the body, lift the fingers nice and tall. Soften the shoulders away from the ears. Breathe here. Hands melt down. Frame the front foot. We send the hips back. Checking in, making those minor adjustments. Really being present on the mat. As we shift back to that lunge, we rise tall, reach fingertips to the sky. Feel that engagement through the inner thighs. Hands come down to the chest. We find that twist. Left hand forward, right hand behind. Breathing here. Maybe we have that balance. We can look back at those fingertips. Embrace the wobbles. Twist comes from our center, from those abdominals. Back to center. Half splits, hips go back. Rock forward, back to our lunge. Tuck the back toes, lift up off the back knee. Nice strong legs. We rock forward and back, forward. Letting go of that movement. Embrace the core. We come all the way up. Back knee bends, back heels lifted. Lots of length through the spine. Hands come down to the heart. Again, we're going to find that twist. Left hand forward, right hand behind. The twist is coming from The belly's guiding us, the spine is moving, the legs stay nice and strong in the same place. Find your breath. Let it be even. And we come back to center, hands reach nice and tall, and open up into that warrior two. Back heel drops, back leg straightens. We pressing ear forward into that front knee. Hips open out to the side. We want length through the spine. Arms express out. Gaze over those fingertips. Flip front hand. Find that reverse warrior. Lengthening through that right side body. Top hand peels us all the way up. We frame that front foot, back heel lifts. Let's drop the back knee down. Step front leg back into our tabletop here. Rock left to right with the hips. Finding stillness. Cross the ankles. Sit the hips back. Adjust on our mat. Let's bring the soles of the feet together. Knees fall open for our butterfly. Soles of the feet. It doesn't matter how far the feet are into the body. Find what works best for you. Soles of the feet connect together, gently pressing, gently, just so we have that awareness there through the soles of the feet. Hands to the ankles, sit up nice and tall. Find that length through the spine. Just noticing how that feels through the body, all that space, the energy through the body, being able to flow nice and smoothly. From here, you can keep your hands connected to the ankles. We're going to roll through some spinal movements. So the hips roll back, lower back, mid back, upper back. And then we pull forward. Hips are guiding us. The rock of the pelvis. And we allow the spine to follow. Hands can stay on the ankles while we find this movement. If you need to release the hands back behind for a bit of support, that's an option. Just meeting yourself where you are today on the mat. Sometimes the movement comes a little easier to us. Sometimes it comes a little harder. Finish the round that we're on with a nice tall spine. Release the hands, hands help the knees come together, and we'll slowly roll ourselves back down to the mat. Knees into the chest. Take a little rock here from side to side. Noticing that shift of weight through the body. Leaning back in stillness. Right knee stays in, left leg goes long. The shoulders are heavy down on the mat. Maybe a little roll of the ankle, that top foot. Both directions. I'm going to bring some evenness back to the breath. Let go of that movement through the foot. Begin to open the knee out to the right. Hand guides it out there. Keep the left hip nice and grounded. We're not dropping it all the way to the floor and lifting through that left side body. Left side body stays grounded. Knee opens up as much as we can today. Hand guides knee across the body for a twist. The right knee across and over to the left. Arms wherever you like them. Maybe gazing away from the knee. And winding down. Begin to soften that breath. Begin to let your body know that it's okay to rest. Okay, to soften. Gently head back to the ceiling. We come back to our back. Both legs long for a moment and just let the body rest here. Feet full open. Arms can either be on the body or out to the side. Noticing. And then left knee comes in. Shoulders are heavy. Arms are working. Breathing deep into the belly. We can have that movement through the foot. Both ways. Letting that go. Beginning to drop that knee over to the left. Now, it doesn't matter how close into the body you are. Maybe it's down to the left and drawing up towards the armpit, but if you need more space, you can let it hang a little lower. Really just allowing it to be as it needs. And know that the left side, the right side of the body may be very different. So if it feels different, that's okay. See if we can soften the upper body down. Inviting that release. Knee comes all the way up and over to the right. We set up for our twist here. Maybe gazing away from the knees. Slowly make your way back onto your back. This time, we are going to set up for our Shavasana. So both legs can go long. If you need some rocking or to lift the hips like I just did and lay the spine back down to free up any discomfort through the lower back. If you need extra layers, socks, cushions under the knees. Just take that time to set yourself up here so that we can sink in to that delightful sensation of rest. Begin to let go of any effort through the breath. Just let the breath flow naturally. Allow the arms and legs to get heavy. The hips and shoulders heavy, supported on the earth below. Back of the neck is long, head heavy, face soft. Just allowing your whole body to be heavy here. Be at ease and to really experience this sensation of rest. Awareness settles in on the breath. Allow yourself to stay with your breath. Observe that gentle flow in through the nose, out through the nose. Gently coming back to your breath. Beginning to deepen. Inhale. Feel that expansion through the ribs, the side body, the lower back. Slowly beginning to invite movement through the fingers and the toes, and hug the knees back into the chest. Gently bring some energy back into the body, whatever that means to you. Together, when you're ready, we slowly make our way over to the side, whichever side. Gently pressing up to that seated position to finish our time on the mat. Hands can rest on the knees or in the lap. Sitting up tall. Once again, noticing that length through the spine. The space through the body. Thank you so much for moving with me today. And I hope that you can take some of that lovely feeling that we've created here on the mat with you the rest of your day. I do really appreciate hearing from you, so feel free to leave a comment, like the video, or hit that subscribe button. It all helps. Thank you so much. We'll see you next time.